This is a video about my work with Porsche in Germany. In my 20s, I helped design some new cars for Porsche in Germany, and I was offered to become a factory floor manager of the new Zuffenhausen factory. Basically, I had contacted Porsche, and I had an interest in the cars. Later on in my late 20s, 30s, I owned a Porsche Boxster, and I'd also met people in Brisbane who were car assemblers. Some of them had been looking for work. When I mentioned Porsche is looking for people as well, a lot of them went to work for Porsche in Germany. As you know, it's a higher rate of pay, and it's also a more expensive country. So I had contacted Porsche, the CEO and the chairman, the son of the owners of Porsche, and they've had meetings with myself, and I've discussed some new car designs. Like I discussed the four-wheel drive Porsche car, which is a Canaan four-wheel drive, that I wasn't really impressed with it. It wasn't having enough power. It needed to have a V8. So my idea was to put a V8 twin turbo inside the car. So they decided to go with my idea after I had to start having a relationship with the owners of Porsche in Germany. The chairmen all agreed, and they held a meeting with me, and they said they're going to do it. So from there, Stefan Deester was one of the factory managers, and it was a friend of mine. He began doing it via me, building the Porsche's designer. He's a designer, he works for Porsche. And across a couple of years, they designed a Porsche with a V8 twin turbos. From there, I had other comments like, the Porsche Boxster slow, I'd like to see that turboed. But the first thing they did was look at both of those, but they worked on a four-wheel drive first. They said, yes, we're going to build a new factory for the four-wheel drive Canaan V8s because there's not enough room in the Württemberg, Germany factory, so we're going to move to Zuffenhausen, and we're going to let you run that with someone else. We're going to let you run the whole entire factory, brand new factory. And I said, I'm interested to do that. Obviously I'll be paying a salary over 100,000 euros, but I have to pay a lot of money to put myself into the position. So I was having to move there. So they gave me the offer, and I gave them the interest. And the thing is, they were going to put me in charge of the factory floor, because they already have people who have MBAs who work in management, and people who have spent more money running an entire factory. So I'll be in charge of the assemblers and putting together the car engines and the factory floors. So that was one of the offers I had working with Porsche Germany. Later on, after having chats with them, they went ahead and did those from 2020. It was a long time ago, but from 2020 they began production of the V8 twin turbos after the designs outside the factory, and they've had lots and lots of them built now, lots of new models, and they've also brought out Porsche Boxster V8s. I've talked to people in Porsche Japan, Oliver Bloom, CEO of Porsche Germany. I've talked to other people, Jacob Holossi, head engineer, lots of people in the factory there. So from there, I had more ideas, so I began working on more ideas with the chairman at Porsche, because he was very impressed with me as a businessman. And I came up with an idea to build a Porsche hotel with accommodation in Thailand, not in Germany, because Thailand was very cheap at the time. So I found Sukumvit Rd, where I used to go to Thailand when I was a teenager. It's cheap land, so I sourced some cheap lands for him to buy, and he bought it from somebody in Thailand that I talked to. And now in 2024 they have a Porsche hotel on there. I helped design the colour theme, the lights, the car park with another person from Asia who was building the car park, who I helped put onto the job. This is all coming back to me now because it's 2024. And also the new Zuffenhausen manager is somebody I met in Brisbane, Australia in my 20s, who I mentioned this. And he's recently taken over the position. Juka, I think is his last name, and he's now taking over the position, running over the factory in Zuffenhausen. He got the position via myself when I told him about the position, that possibly he could apply via me later in 2024. So now in 2024, looking for payment for the work I've done for Porsche and also for the hotel, and also following up on those things in 2024. The Porsche Hotel is now complete. It's a tower in Bangkok, Thailand, in Sukumvit Rd. So that has been completed now. And the Porsche boxes, 2.5 litre turbos, have all been out since 2016 also. So it's been a good experience of Porsche and knowing people in Porsche. And it's been a nice experience for myself that I wanted to share with this and give